Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. How could America have never been a racist country? That does not make sense. What up? It's your boy Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. I got a really good show set up for you guys today. I got some political news. I got some music. I got some movies. I got some sports. Y'all know the deal. Put your ear pods in. Put your headphones on. Turn your devices up. I'm about to start the show. Let's go. Nicki Haley says America has never been a racist country.
I'm a brown girl that grew up in a small rural town in South Carolina who became the first female minority governor in history.
Are you a racist party?
No, we're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country. Are we perfect? No. I know I faced racism when I was growing up, but I can tell you today is a lot better than it was then.
Now, I try not to run too much politics on this show. I want this to be an entertainment platform for you guys to escape, have some fun, laugh. However, I am going to have to cover some of these politicians while they're campaigning and they say some nonsense like this. All right, let's dissect this for a second here. If you listen closely to the clip, Nicki says that she has experienced racism. So if she has experienced racism, how could America have never been a racist country? That does not make sense. And when people get to debating over words, I like to go to a dictionary because then you could bring opinion into fact. Listen to this. The definition of the word racism is prejudice, discrimination by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. You want to debate whether it is racist now or whether it was racist in the 1800s or not. That's a whole other conversation for a whole other day. But to go on national television, to go on Fox News, and to say that America has never been racist, I'm sorry, that's not an opinion. That is a lie. Nicki Haley is lying. She knows better. She knows what the word racism means, and she damn well knows that America has been a racist country, at least in the past.
We're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country.
Like I said, let's not talk about right now, but you cannot use the word America, never, and racism together in a sentence. It just doesn't make sense. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Was Nicki Haley wrong? And do you think America has ever been a racist country? A video of a woman fighting her former co-workers at a coffee shop in an Atlanta airport goes viral. For those of you who are not able to see the video that I'm about to play, I'll describe it for you. And for those of you who are on YouTube, of course, watch the following clip.
Get my stuff! Get out! Bitch, get out my...
Somebody's on the phone with the police, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm on the phone with the police.
Okay, for those of you who weren't able to see, I'll describe it. There's a woman, she is at her workplace and she's trying to get her belongings back. And she's at a counter, just a normal coffee shop, picture like a Starbucks coffee shop. And she's trying to get around the counter and there's two men there, her former managers, and they're blocking her from getting in the back. Now, this has gone viral all over online, and people are debating whether she has a right to go and get her stuff or not, and how the men handled the situation. To be fair, people are saying that she wasn't only trying to get her stuff, she was actually trying to go into the back and fight another coworker. I don't know if that's true or not. The only thing I could do is base my opinion and give you my take off of the video that I'm seeing and the things that I've read online. Okay, so let's take speculation out of it for a second. Now, if this woman is trying to go and get her, oh, and let me just tell you another thing for people who couldn't see it. At the end of the video, she pretends like she's giving up and she's leaving. Then once the guys kind of surrender, she turns around and jumps back over the counter, and then you see her actually have her jacket and her bag, and she leaves. So for those people who are online saying, oh, she really wanted to go back and fight a girl in the back, she clearly had her belongings in the back. So my answer or my take is, I think the two men were wrong, and I think they handled the situation unfairly. Was she also somewhat in the wrong? Of course. You don't go back to your workplace and try to, fight two men and, take up a chair and try to hit somebody. So, they're both wrong. But I think in this circumstance, the blame should be held primarily on the men. I mean, this guy threw her to the ground. She's hitting and slapping one of the guys, and, he's taking a woman and throwing her down to the ground. You're two grown men. You could subdue the lady, call the police. You hear in the video saying, can somebody make sure and please call the police? But I feel like they were way too aggressive. You could have held this woman down. The two men together did not have to get into a physical altercation with this woman, clearly trying to get her bag and her purse back. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is all the blame on this woman, her coming in so aggressive into her job and she got what she deserved? Or do you agree with me and you think that the men were, and just to make clear, I do think that she was partly in the wrong, but more importantly, I think these men were way too aggressive with this lady. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Kamla Harris thinks that her and Joe Biden can beat Donald Trump. Take a listen.
So are your concerns the same no matter who the Republican candidate is, the Republican nominee?
Well, let me just tell you this. No matter who the Republican nominee is, we're winning. We're winning.
You've seen the numbers, a lot. Do you think Donald Trump at this point is a foregone conclusion?
I don't know, but look, if it is Donald Trump, we've beat him before and we'll beat him again. When you, again, look at all of the issues that are at stake, including our standing in the world, I think that the people of America want more in terms of the outcome of this election and charting the course for the future of our country.
Now, I know I said earlier that I do not want to make this show too political. However, there's a lot of political news. So yesterday we talked about Donald Trump winning the Iowa caucus, and we all pretty much know that Donald Trump is probably going to be the Republican presidential nominee. Now, yesterday I also talked about how naive the Democratic Party is being, thinking that Donald Trump, A, is not going to win. And then now on top of it, thinking that they're just going to beat him. Like, I just can't understand how the Democratic Party could be so ignorant, thinking, oh, we don't have to worry about Trump. Oh, it's no problem. And then now, after yesterday, him winning so decisively, DeSantis and Nicki not even coming close. He got 51% of the vote. DeSantis and Nicki got 24 or 25. They weren't even close to him. And then the next day, you're telling me Kamala Harris can't even come on TV and tell us, hey, you know what? A couple of months ago, we thought we wouldn't have to worry about Donald Trump. He has all these court cases. He has 91 pending charges. He's been impeached twice. There's no way the American people would ever vote for him. And then, how could she not come back today and say, hey, we thought that 2 months ago, but clearly we were wrong. And now we are actually a little worried about him, and we're actually going to change our course of action.
So I don't want to be overly rough on the president, but I have to say that he is the worst president that we've had in the history of our country. He's destroying our country.
If the Democratic Party at some point doesn't smarten up and see that Donald Trump is not just a threat, that he probably is going to come and wipe the floor with Joe Biden, then I don't know. I just don't understand what the Democratic Party is doing, man. They are taking Donald Trump, his supporters, and his movement for granted. And that win yesterday, they are still taking it clearly for granted. And for those of you out there who might be saying, what else is she supposed to say? I disagree with that. I think she should say what the truth is. Like, I understand, convince, like, trying to tell yourself in your head, like, it's okay, we'll beat anybody. It doesn't matter who comes along. We could win. Like, listen, this is not a basketball game. This is not a football game. This is politics. You're talking about people's lives here. It will be a very different world with Donald Trump if Donald Trump gets into office. Let's just say that. And I think the Democrats and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden really need to start taking Donald Trump and the Republican Party more seriously, get out of the White House and start campaigning, and stop thinking that you're just going to, bulldoze over Donald Trump because you beat him last time. Let's not forget that you didn't beat him by a landslide either. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do the Democrats have nothing at all to worry about? They could just sit down in the White House and it's okay. They're going to just win everyone's vote because, Donald Trump has all these criminal charges and they don't have anything to worry about. Or do you think Donald Trump poses a threat? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to quick news. Michelle Obama turned 60 years old today. My forever first lady, man. I love her. Barack Obama put a little message out on his Instagram today. Happy birthday to my better half, who happens to be one of the funniest, smartest, most beautiful people I know. Michelle, you make every day better. I can't wait to see what the new decade brings for you. I thought that was really sweet. Katt Williams goes on Suge Knight's podcast and records a diss song to Ludacris. I thought this was hilarious. It's clearly a joke. It's not really a rap, but here's a 2-second clip.
I'm coming for your number one. Oh, Chris, I wish it never came to this. And you pissed rapper free for the first time, but you dissed and missed the wrong side of history in a time like this. It's so ludicrous.
Wyclef reveals that the Fugees are in the studio and we might have new Fuji music on the way.
Is there some new Fuji music in the making? Did y'all?
I mean, all I could do is I could tell you we definitely caught a big vibe.
Okay.
So I mean, like,
yeah.
That is the best music news I've heard in 2024. Pharrell debuts his men's Louis Vuitton fashion collection at Paris Fashion Week, and Pusha T and Deion Sanders' sons walk the runway. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to see Pusha T modeling. I'm sorry. Blueface, that I reported on yesterday, who's going to be in jail till July 2024, gets on a call and says he loves being in jail.
I love it here. It's the only place you can look over and not go to jail for it, because I'm already in jail for it.
All right. 50 Cent apologizes to anyone he's ever offended and said he's ready to make money and not more. Anybody who follows 50 Cent knows that's not true. I predict there's going to be a new 50 Cent beef within the next 2 weeks. Shout out to 50. Do you guys remember last year when Snoop Dogg said he's giving up smoke and it turned out to be a joke, and he was really just advertising for like this campfire place? It was viral and everyone was like, oh my gosh, Snoop isn't smoking weed anymore.
I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing, but I'm done with it.
That clip got millions of people's attentions. It went viral, but that viral clip did not translate into sales for the camping company, and the CEO actually got fired yesterday for having that marketing campaign not turned into any sales. Torrei Hart, Kevin Hart's ex-wife, said that Katt Williams didn't only put her on his tour just to troll Kevin. He actually put her on his tour because they have been such good friends for the past 20 years. I don't believe this for 1 second. I know you guys have been friends for 20 years. I believe that part. But all of a sudden, Katt and Kevin are beefing, and now all of a sudden you're on his tour. Obviously, he's trying to get back at Kevin. Who are you trying to fool, Torrei? YG posts him and Sweetie dancing in his stories, and in the caption he writes, "The only block I'm trying to spin." It sounds like maybe YG was caught cheating or something. That's what it seems like to me. I'm just saying. R. Kelly's former manager says that he's lying and that R. Kelly can read. If you guys remember, I had this actual topic yesterday where R. Kelly is being sued for $10.5 million. And he said to the judge, the only reason why he didn't defend himself is that he couldn't read. And I told you guys yesterday that he was lying. And now this is confirmed by his former manager. Breonna Taylor's mom applauds Niecy Nash for honoring Breonna during her acceptance speech. I reported on this Monday and I told y'all that was an amazing speech. Shout out to Niecy Nash.
I accept this award
on behalf of every black and brown woman who has gone unheard yet over-policed, like Glenda Cleveland, like Sandra Bland, like Breonna Taylor.
Anthony Anderson says that he wants to host the Oscars. This comes off of Anthony Anderson hosting the Emmy Awards. I didn't watch the Emmy Awards, but apparently from the few clips that I saw, he did a really, really good job. If you guys watched it, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that he did a good job. And this also comes because as a result of Kevin Hart saying that comedians should no longer host award shows. This also comes off of the backlash that Joe Coy got from hosting the Golden Globes a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, so Anthony Anderson is now really coming out there and saying, "Hey, you don't have to hire comedians. Hire me. I'll do the Emmys. I'll do the Oscars." Yo, shout out to Anthony Anderson. And Doja Cat will be the first female to headline Coachella. Congratulations, Doja Cat. All right, this brings us to question of the day. Okay, I got two really fun questions for you guys. All right, what are you starting to dislike now that you are older? Once again, I had a hard time answering my own questions, so I went to the comment section. This is what a few people had to say. Getting older, loud music, strangers, driving, knee pain. I thought the knee pain was hilarious. Everything. Noise. It's really funny how as you get older, noise bothers you. That has yet to bother me. I mean, maybe I'm not old enough yet, but I don't feel like noise is ever going to bother me. But I do notice a lot of people as they get older really hate noise. I find that really weird. People wasting my time, especially in conversations, get to the point or I'm leaving. I thought that was hilarious. Talking. Like, I'd rather sit in silence 24/7, not dealing with anybody. This is hilarious. Everything getting expensive. That's true. I can agree with that. Turning into an adult and having to pay for everything sucks. And I am sorry, I really do not have an answer to the question. Maybe I'm not old enough yet, but nothing actually annoys me about getting older. There's nothing that I loved as a kid that I hate as an adult. I just don't have. I literally honestly thought for 10 minutes and I can't come up with anything good. Okay, this brings us to our second question. How many black movies have you seen? I found this online. It's really funny. There's going to be 50 movies, and every movie that you've seen gives you a point, and then you score yourself on 50. All right, I'm going to read them quickly. Here we go. Boys in the Hood, Set It Off, New Jack City, Friday, Menace to Society, Juice, Above the Rim, Paid in Full, Do the Right Thing, Poetic Justice, Dead Presidents, Hustle and Flow, House Party, Waist Deep, ATL, Love Don't Cost a Thing, Johnson's Family Vacation, The Wood, Jason's Lyric, Crookland, How High, Belly, Soul Plane, Best Man, Drubline, Mo Money, White Chicks, Moonlight, Stomp the Yard, This Christmas, Baby Boy, Dope, School Days, Girl Trip, Love and Basketball, Just Another Girl on the IRT, Waiting to Exhale, Love Jones, Get Out, Players Club, Baps, Boomerang, Harlem Night, Why Did I Get Married, Low Down Dirty Shame, Life, Coming to America, Brown Sugar, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and 2 Can Play That Game. All right, so out of the 50, what did you score? For me, I scored a 46, but I'm a big movie person. Black movies, white movies, action movies, drama movies. Like, I'm a big movie buff, so don't expect yourself, whether you're white, black, or whatever nationality, to score that high. But let me know in the comment section below what you scored, and let me know what your favorite movie was. I can't even try to pick one, but you guys let me know what's your favorite movie on the list. All right, this brings us to sports news. We don't have a lot of sports today because there wasn't a lot of games last night. But Jason Kelce was on his podcast yesterday talking with Travis and got emotional about his retirement.
A lot of guys like, if that is your last game, I feel sorry for you. And I'm like, yo, don't feel sorry for me, motherfucker. I've had a
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, man.
That's such a guy thing. Like, oh, don't care about me. Don't worry. Don't feel sorry. And then proceed to start feeling sorry for yourself and crying and getting emotional. I thought that was hilarious. But shout out to Jason. I mean, he must be going through a lot. Being a football player, most football players, you start playing at around 8, 9, maybe 10 years old. And he's close to 40. So for the past 30 years, this is all he knows. And to retire and walk away from that, that's really got to be hard. So, shout out to Jason. Joel Embiid scored 41 points last night to beat the Nuggets. For those of you not watching on YouTube, maybe Google it. You'll see like a little clip of him, and he did this gesture. It was just really funny. I'm gonna put up the picture, but it was really funny to see. Like, it's that Italian thing where you like slap your hands in between your legs. It was really funny to see him do that on the court. But shout out to Joel. KD and the Suns come back from being 22 points down to beat the Sacramento Kings. Yo, how do you let somebody come back from 22 points down, man? That is crazy. They went on a 32-8 run. Do you know what kind of run that is? I mean, that's horrible, man. I don't know what Sacramento is doing, but shout out to KD and the Suns for that. And lastly, the other game, the Clippers beat the Thunders. Let me know what you guys think, how the NBA is doing, and let me know what you guys think about Jason Kelce retiring. Should he come back for another season? He's everyone's favorite O-lineman. He's everyone's favorite center. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace! For more Trent Out Loud content, you can follow us on all social platforms at Trent Out Loud. And you could subscribe, download, or listen to the Trent Out Loud podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And you could watch us on YouTube. Go to signupexpert.com/Trent. Once you sign up for all betting apps and get all your bonuses and get all your rewards, go to your app store and download BetStamp and use promo code TOL.